This is the best horror map for XP in Fortnite. It's called Phantom Investigation. You can find it by searching the title or code on screen. By playing this map, you can earn over 10,000 XP in just under 10 minutes, which I'm going to show you how to do in just a moment. You may also find this map in the horror category of games. Click on the game and set it to private to get started. The reason why this is the best horror map for XP is because every round something different happens. Certain objects may move one round, and in another, a spirit may appear. You're almost certainly going to encounter a different ghost every single match, making things more exciting than other horror games that are one-time playthroughs focused on the story. The whole challenge of this game is to identify the ghost, which I'm going to tell you how to do flawlessly every single time. Once you get this screen, press and hold to start. Here are all the news pages. You can pause to read them if you want. So, first we need to go over the game settings before we start. The first thing you're going to want to do is adjust your settings to Fahrenheit or to Celsius. I'm going to put on Fahrenheit because most of my viewers are from the States. And next you're going to want to turn camera shake off, especially if you're on a console, because it's such a big screen it can easily make you feel sick. You can leave first person on, but for this video I'm going to go into third person since there isn't an official first person mode and the controls just simply work better. And I'm also going to leave on cinematic mode. For this video I'm going to be demonstrating how to play on the house map, so you're going to want to make sure you have this one selected. It is the default, but just double check to make sure. All you have to do is make sure the difficulty is on normal, which it should be, and now all you have to do is start the investigation. Now that the game is started, you're going to want to pick up these three items. You're going to want to pick up the camera, the EMF sensor, and the grid. You're also going to want to pick up the key so you can get into the house. So open the door, be blocked by a barrier temporarily, and we'll be let into the house. So the first thing you're going to want to do is turn on this light so you can see this room. You can also turn on this light, which may help. So you're going to want to take this the golden one, which is the EMF sensor. No, sorry, this is the grid. You place it down and you'll be able to see anything that walks in front of it. And then you'll place down this, which is the EMF sensor. It'll beep if something goes off. Then you're going to want to come over here and place the camera right in front of this chair and make sure it's facing towards the rest of the room. Next thing you're going to want to do is immediately leave the house so you can get the rest of the items. Now you're going to want to take the spirit box, the thermometer, and you're going to want to pick up the night vision goggles. From here you can also view the camera that you just placed down, and you can see that door is open and I have not opened it. Every single match, random things happen. Before we go into the house, you're going to want to activate the night vision goggles since they act as your flashlight. Now we're going to start walking around the house and we're going to open all the doors and turn on all the lights for our convenience. While doing this, that's some evidence right there. This just dropped from my inventory, and that means it is playful. So if at any time an item drops from your inventory, that means the ghost is playful. You can also find playful ghosts if you are suddenly pushed across the room. Now we're going to continue going around the house and turning on all the lights. Keep in mind, every single time you do this, you're going to want to enter the rooms, turn on the lights, and leave as quickly as possible. The ghost can trap you in the rooms and it can kill you. While you're doing this, you're going to want to walk around and you're going to want to activate the spirit box to see if the ghost says anything into it. While having the spirit box playing, you're also going to want to activate the thermometer, so that way you can find any cold spots that may appear. Doing this is the most efficient way to track down the ghost, whether there even is cold spots or if it even talks into the spirit box in the first place. Since I have captured playful evidence, I'm going to leave the house and I am going to write this down on the board. I'm going to turn off the goggles to make things a little bit easier to see outside. I found the ghost to be playful. I will check off playful. If you need a reminder of any of the definitions, you can read about them here, but I am going to tell you all about these definitions as we find them and as you can find them. Now we're going to go back inside the house. Keep in mind, you're going to want to look for any glowing... Oh, there was a cold spot. You heard it there just for 1 second. If you hear that light beeping, that means there's a cold spot. And we have our ghost. We have ghost writing on the wall here. This is what it looks like without the night vision goggles. And from these three things, we have already found our ghost, and we can get our XP in under 10 minutes. So now we know that there is ghost riding, and we know that there are cold spots. This crosses off all the ghosts off the list, and now we know that the ghost is a shy, and we can get our XP. Although we have identified our ghost, I'm going to show you one thing that I would like you to know. So first is that the ghost can turn off the power. If all the lights have suddenly gone off, that means the ghost has adjusted the breaker, and you can turn it back on by going to the basement. If you hear heart beating, you're going to want to run away as fast as possible, just like there. Because if you hear heart beating, that means the ghost is nearby, and the ghost is trying to attack you. Now usually you can see black smoke around where the ghost is, but that means that it was probably in the basement since there was no visible smoke. So now we're going to go into the basement, and I'm going to show you where this is located. The breaker is located right here. For me it says turn off because the ghost hasn't adjusted it. But for you, if it's off, this is where you can find it. And again, we have some more evidence that the ghost is playful because I just dropped my thermometer. You are always going to want to check your thermometer and your spirit box. In most cases, both of these will not go off at once. So, if you find evidence for one, like I have, you can quickly realize the fact that you don't need the thermometer anymore. So now, you can drop it and you can take an actual flashlight for your convenience. That was just an example. We have now identified our ghost, and now I will finalize the investigation, and we will have our XP. As you can see on screen, the ghost was right, and it only took me 7 minutes. And from this, I have gotten over 10,000 experience. I actually got over 30,000 because I don't play a lot of creative mode, but if you do, you can easily guarantee yourself 10,000 XP every single time. In Phantom Investigation, there are also a few other things you can encounter. One of them is the spirit box. That disruption in the spirit box is exactly what it sounds like whenever you have captured spirit box evidence. The red dot I placed on the ground is the EMF sensor. This is what it sounds like when it goes off. In the video, I demonstrated cold spots and I demonstrated ghost riding and the fact that the ghosts can be playful. I would show you ghost orbs, but the footage is glitched out, so I'm going to go into another match and I'm going to show you it right now. Okay, I have loaded into another match. Here are the ghost orbs. This is what they will look like, and these are the hardest ones to identify. Usually ghost orbs can be very tricky to spot and they can be very glitchy. So first I'm going to show you right here. Most ghosts have ghost orb evidence. So if you're here the whole time and you have a wailing soul and you're constantly using the thermometer and you're not getting anything, but you have spirit box and you have EMF sensor evidence, that means it's probably a wailing soul if you've been playing for longer than 10 minutes. If you have not been playing longer than 10 minutes, keep trying. But if you have, that means it probably is. This strategy will work almost every single time, because ghost orbs are the most boring out of the list to encounter. So, with that being said, that is how you can identify every single ghost in the game, and you can get 10,000 XP in under 10 minutes every single time. Please do keep in mind before you go, if you are playing in multiplayer and there's a situation where you have to go and leave, drop everything in your inventory, because if you don't, the investigation will more likely than not become impossible to solve for everyone else. I can't tell you how many times I saw this happen playing this game with random people in public lobbies. And with that being said, there's more updates for this game planned for the future, like a new map, new items, and ghosts hunting you down as opposed to just happening to kill you. So if you would like to see me cover this game again, let me know by leaving a comment, and if you enjoyed, subscribe for free and like the video. Thanks for watching.